Hi, this is Robin, and I am back today with a request for a kitchen tour, I guess you would call it. So I think I'm going to couple this with, I saw a tag of favorite room in the house. So one of my favorite rooms in the house would be my kitchen. I love to cook, and I spend quite a bit of time in here, so I'm going to take you for a tour of my kitchen. So this is sort of the entryway from the family room over to the kitchen. So here's where I spend a lot of my time. We do quite a bit of entertaining, so I will show you around. So as you come in, here's our fridge. It's just your, basic stainless steel Sub-Zero refrigerator with the double panels. So, let me see if I can. Then as you come in, you can see I have this center island, and then I have this outer island here that separates the kitchen from the family room. So we have the espresso cabinets, and the flooring in here is called a tiger wood. It's actually a really beautiful color and variety of wood that I absolutely love. Spent a lot of time selecting the materials for the house. This is marble, Carrara marble, and in here we have the columns that go all the way up to the ceiling that separates again the family room from the kitchen. And I have this peninsula here. A lot of times when we're entertaining, we have a buffet set up here, and people tend to like hang out up here, and when we have drinks and so forth. And over here is just our little eat-in kitchen area, and which I'm thinking about changing the chairs here to like oversized chairs. This is where I typically have dinner with my husband every day. Okay, so back over here again, we have the Carrara marble espresso cabinets. Lots of drawers. This is over here where I kind of keep my just storage space. Of course, these are these green containers that are supposed to keep your food fresh. I don't know if it really does. Down here we have just some other storage stuff. The food saver, and over here is where I keep just coffee cups and bowls and so forth. Over here is the microwave, and over here is where I keep my cutting boards and screens and so forth, and down here is where we keep our Tupperware stuff. So over here is where I have this shelf, which is really just decorative. I have some Italian pottery here that I've collected from Viatri, which I really love. And down here, just some miscellaneous cookbooks. So on this island, we have like a honed granite, and it's black. And here, I just have a small sink. This is like the prep sink. And it's my orchid here that I've had for like a long time. It's actually continues to bloom. And I'm proud of myself because they're not so easy to care for. But anyway, so this is a great island. This is just serves this extra space here, prepping space. I really wanted a large kitchen so that my husband and I could work in here together. Let's see, on this side, I consider this my baking section. And as you can see here, I have these large containers, which I have sugar and flour. And up here, I have all my, here's my Cuisinart and large bowls. Over here, I have kind of all my baking stuff, spices, flour bowls again, all kinds of different things for baking, chocolate, so forth. Over here, I have my Vitamix and just extra storage space. So down here we have our Sub-Zero drawers, which is great for just beverages. In here, I just store lots of water and lemons and limes, which I use a lot of for cooking. And then down at the bottom is where I typically store the stuff I use, like butter, cream cheese, yogurt and stuff. But a lot of this is just space for extra baking stuff. So when I'm baking, I have all of my stuff on this side and use this for rolling out dough or whatever I'm doing. I have, of course, outlets here to plug in the utensils, small items. And here is all my items for like spatulas and, okay, so wrong space for this. So you can see measuring cups and scoops for cookies and cutters for pasta, all kinds of stuff. Cutting things for, I use these for scones and for biscuits and so forth like that. So if you back up over here, I have the double ovens, and these are Thermador. Yeah, Thermador ovens, and above them I have just sheet pans, pizza stone, all types of items for baking, cooking, trays, cooling racks. And on this side I have muffin pans and different platters, and I have a lot of the Italian platters and so forth over here, and big serving platters over there. On this side, again, continuing kind of with the Italian pottery stuff. Over here I have these Fiatri dishes, and I have some kind of Asian bowls on the top. Of course, my KitchenAid, can't do without that. And again, this is all marble counters. And then over here I have, this is continuation of my baking stuff. I have tart, what are they called? Tart pans. I have, let's see, all kinds of sheet pans and springform pans and scales and, let's see, cookie cutters and parchment paper, all kinds of good stuff for baking. And down here is also baking stuff. I have sheet pans and cake pans, again, tart pans, Pyrex dishes. And this is my little thing for making, I forgot what it's called now. But anyway. Okay, so over here we have the two dishwashers, which are Fisher and Paykel. The perfect size for like, you know, for two people. And then of course when we entertain, it's great to have the double one for extra stuff. Here's just basically your utility sink. And here is the big picture window, which is out the front of our house. And most recently, I actually brought the tile people in to tile the entire window area here. So when we first built the house, this wasn't here. I started to do that originally and changed my mind, and once I got in the house I realized that that's what I really wanted to do, so we went all the way up with the tiles. And here, which is beautiful, I absolutely love it. I think it just looks amazing in the kitchen. So these are also Carrara marble tiles, which are also over there on the backsplash, as you can see over there. And so I wanted to bring that around here to, you know, just tie it all together. Okay, so back to this again. Of course, this is all Carrera, and we have one large sink here, stainless steel. I have this faucet which I really love. This is just a, I think it's a Hansgrohe faucet, really industrial-like, which I loved. And so let's see, coming over here, I have some pieces that I purchased. I think this one is an Asian piece that I purchased at a Asian antique shop, and this is a piece that we got when we were in Italy. It's just, you know, a fish market, which that says in Italian. More Italian pottery plates. These are also Viatri plates. And down here we just keep some miscellaneous wine glasses down here. Over here I have all my wooden utensils that I use when I'm cooking. And over here, of course, I have my whisks and tongs and so forth when I'm cooking as well. So let's see, in this cabinet, the bottom, I have these are oil. So this is for olive oil, and this is for, like this is extra virgin olive oil. This is just regular oil, salt and pepper, and then my mortar and pestle bowls. Let's see, up there are my plates when I make sushi. We use those, and way up there are just extra dishes or glasses, highball glasses when we have company and entertain. So this one here is kind of like a ribbed glass, which I wanted glass, but I didn't want it to be, you know, just see-through. I wanted to, you know, have some texture. I thought that would be better. So over here, I have a wolf range, which is 6 eyes. The other eyes over here, which I have covered with this, what do you call it? I can't think of anything today. Griddle. And on the other side is like a grill. But I also have that in here, under here, but I don't really use this because it's messy, especially if you try to like grill like steaks or hamburgers. So if I use this at all, I typically use it for pancakes or something like that. But as you see, I have this over here, so I typically use that. So over here I have a pot filler, which I really love. My last house, I didn't have one, and I really thought long and hard about the things that I wanted to have in this kitchen to make it more organized and to really make it efficient when I was cooking in the kitchen, because like I said, we do entertain quite a bit, and sometimes, you know, we'll have 10, 15, 18 people, so I really needed it to be efficient, and I needed to be organized in the kitchen. So down here, just have different sizes of sheet frying pans, woks, and so forth in there. Just some basic all-clad in there. In here, more all-clad, and some, this is for the grill, which we use for fish or something like this. And this is, of course, our cast iron pans there. Down here, more cast iron, and this is my Le Creuset over there, which I have, you know, like a stock pot and other stuff. So over here, forgot to show this over here. So over here, more stuff, more, these are all the kind of pitchers that we use for different things, tea, drinks, mixers, or whatever. Spinner, salad spinner, and there's some more cookware, some more Le Creuset underneath. And over here, these are all my spices. Lots of them in there, specialty salts, fleur de sel, all that kind of good stuff. Down here, just bowls. And down here, just everyday white plates and some saucers and some extra dishes. Not dishes, but like souffle pans and stuff like that. Okay, so over here, I have my cutting board. Let me just go ahead and put this away. Over here, I have my cutting board, which I am pretty fanatical about this. You know, of course, I don't want anybody touching it or anything, because this is where I cut my food. So I really wanted in this kitchen to have a place where I didn't have to pull out cutting boards and stuff, even though I still do for like prepping meats and so forth, but I really wanted a surface that I could just cut on. And when I worked with the architect and the cabinet maker, I actually designed this little design here on the bottom so that it would just be, you know, a little more special. And so this goes all the way around the cutting board and like so. So this is really a great feature in the kitchen. I really love it. So on this side is where, of course, where the oven is, all my other stuff. So here's just the toaster here, and then here are the glasses, wine glasses, and martini, well, not martini, but margarita glasses, beer mugs, and so forth. Okay, over here, more utensils, the spatulas and all kinds of candy thermometers and other thermometers and spatulas and so forth. Snacks. Here's my favorite one, the seaweed snacks, which my husband thinks is gross. And down here is my huge all-clad roaster for roasting turkeys and ducks and whatever else we're doing. Okay, so back here on this side, we have knives. And here's my big knife. Here we have just some measuring stuff. So I have measuring stuff on each side. One that I keep over here, and then one I keep on the baking side. And down here is our Pyrex, and this is a knife sharpener. Here is where I keep just miscellaneous things, microplane, just, you know, spoons, scoops, all kinds of good stuff. Over here, measuring cups. Again, I keep one set over here, one set in my baking section, so when I'm baking I have everything over there, and I keep everything over here when I'm cooking. So this is over here. So this is just basically all, you know, foil and wax paper, cellophane, and these used to close, but I've used them so much now they're opening up. But these are really good holders. Of course, looks like I'm gonna have to get new ones because they're not closing anymore. And more Ziploc stuff. So let's see, back over here, this is our like coffee section. We have our what's this thing called? Nespresso, and then up here is all the coffee stuff, coffee cups, so forth here, coffee in here. We also have a Keurig, which is, you see all these pods. So these are the pods for the Nespresso, and then we have the Keurig, which is in the wet bar we keep in there. Here's all the coffees and teas, all cocoa, all kinds of good stuff for tea in here. And down here is just, you know, mitts and towels and stuff. Okay, so, my hand is getting tired. So in here is my kitchen office, which I have. Okay, so the second thing behind fashion and bags and all that good stuff is, as you can tell, I'm an avid cook and I love cookbooks. So I collect cookbooks. I love them. I read them like they are magazines. Down here you can see I have all the Southern Living, and I also have Food Network and all of this stuff in here. And I also have some small books over here, which were I think these were Martha Stewart's everyday food and just other cookbooks. Some more pieces that we've collected, more Italian Fiatri pieces and miscellaneous stuff. Little window here. And so in here is where I do like making my grocery lists and, oops, here's my wine. Making my grocery lists and reading cookbooks and whatever else is happening. So in here we just have this small pantry, and in here I have, you know, other storage stuff, all kinds of foods, spices, extra stuff in these bins. I keep like sugars, powdered sugars. I try to keep it neat in here, and flours, cornmeals, all kinds of, you know, corn flour, different things depending on what I'm making. Different spices, sauces, you know, anchovies, just, you know, whatever you need for cooking. And also I have my rice maker up there, my pasta maker, my, that is a pressure cooker, and then I have a fryer, a crock pot, and let's see, then these are just snacks. And these are all like baking stuff, like I have chocolates for baking, dried apples, dried cranberries, raisins, all kinds of amaretto cookies and stuff for tiramisu. Over here I have like quinoa and rices and all kinds of good stuff. Oreo rice for risotto. Here's couscous and black beans and lentils. And down here I have sweet potatoes and onions and garlic. This down here is like one of my mother-in-law gave me this, and I'm sure it's probably like, I don't know, 100 years old. But this is like a really deep cast iron pot, which is really cool. So up here I have honeys and rice vinegar, all kinds of vinegars, olive oils, truffle oil, chili oil. Here are my pastas. And here are my like Asian noodles for when I'm making Asian food, Italian food. These are rice noodles, rice, brown rice, white rice. I typically make all kinds of things. Italian food, Asian food, you know, all kinds of Indian food. I love all the ethnic foods, so I try to have everything in my pantry stock so I can make it all. And these are just extra stuff, you know, paper plates, Ziploc bags, carriers, cake pan, and all that good stuff. So this is the small pantry, and here's a little board which we put stuff on. Here's recycling. Yeah, so I think that's it in here. So let's see, I think I've pretty much covered all of the stuff in the kitchen. I'll just give you one, so you try to get one view of the kitchen as you can see around. The window over by the range area, the cooktop, and these rugs are fairly new. I got these at I think like One Kings Lane or something. They're beautiful wool rugs, which are really beautiful. As you can see, these knobs, I don't know if you can see them really well, but they really kind of have like an Asian theme, which I was kind of going with in this kitchen. As you can see with the red accents. Because the style of the house is a prairie style, which lends itself to kind of an Asian, you know, decor. So let's see. So a lot of detail in the house. We have skylights up here. Kind of the windows are, I mean, the ceiling, you know, has a lot of detail here. I don't know if the camera is picking it up as well, as you can see. So our architect was amazing. He did a fabulous job. When it was under construction, I remember coming in here saying, I'm not sure this kitchen is going to be big enough. And he's like, yeah, it's big enough, trust me. So this is, okay, so before I end the video, I just wanted to give you a quick back view, sort of like the whole view of the kitchen, so that you can see the full kitchen from the family room. So this is what it looks like from here. So watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.